The engine is starting up.
For launch. GC. Go. Guidance. Go. Fido. Go. Prop.
Go.
GNC. Go. Max.
Go.
Eagle. Go. Ecom.
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Riff Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Hey guys, welcome to the Horror History and Haunted podcast. I'm your host, Christine. I'm usually your tour guide through the realms of the supernatural, paranormal, and the just plain weird. But today we are focusing more on our middle letter of horror. Well, the letter of you get it. To a friend with me. She is the director, producer, and the of Heidi Mikac words. Why do I have such trouble speaking this podcast? I'll never know. Heidi Mikac today, and she is the owner of Films. And like I said, she's a writer, producer, actress, and she's dedicated her education being a social worker in the of Bloomington, Indiana. She likes to develop films that are emotionally resonant and psychologically layered content for screen and stage. Let's bring her on. We're going to talk about projects up and coming and what it's like to be a woman in film. So let's bring her on. Hi, Heidi. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, good. Sorry for the delay. We had a little technical difficulties as everyone's aware up here. Isolated cabin in the Appalachian forest. Sometimes, it comes with its challenges with satellite internet. So we're doing our best. We're going to carry on. Heidi, specific your new project, Wherein Lies Continue. First off, that is a very unique title for a film. How did you come up with that?
Well, the title was actually it's a Slipknot song. Somebody suggested it for me because I couldn't think of a title. That was it.
That's cool.
I couldn't think of a title, and I thought it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to say hi to a couple people watching. Hi, Howie. Tips Top Hat. He's the hit man. He is on the effect. He is also the founder of Radio Network. We also have Keith on board. He has his own, the Otters. I can't remember what night you come on, Keith. I'm sorry. So, yeah, a couple of our friends come on, and here is Cindy. Good evening, Cindy. Welcome. You've never been here before. You're a new host. I can't remember what your show's name off the top of my head. Please let me know, and I'll give it a shout out. All right, guys. So I'm going to try. Why don't you explain to us what it's about, what the concept is, so our viewers can kind of get an idea.
Yeah, so Wherein Lies Continue focuses on Emma. She's a psychic serial killer. It's pretty interesting. I don't want to give too much away with the first episode. In the first episode, it focuses on her teenage years with her sister Melanie, who she does not get along with. They live with their mother, single mother. She was very young when they had them, or when she had them, sorry. And her and Melanie do not get along because the mother's name is Jenna, and Jenna actually cheated on Melanie's dad and had Emma, so that's why Melanie doesn't get along with Emma. So like it's a lot of like family dynamics and a lot of how life is after a traumatic event happens and how family relationships change. It's something that I really explored when writing this. So it's really interesting. Again, I don't want to give too much away, but it's really it's about Emma and her struggles with these psychic visions and what she should do. She's seeing all these awful things, and when they are adults, Emma becomes a coroner so that she can continue her killings, but do it in a way where she can be sneaky about it. And her sister Melanie becomes an investigative journalist, investigating her crimes unknowingly. She has no idea that Emma is the serial killer that she's been looking for years.
Wow.
So
well, I think I had to play one of your trailers for Wherein Lies Continue. Let's hope it works here. I've never tried to do this, so hopefully we can hear it straight. There we
Okay.
Okay, so let's play.
Right.
Emma, are you two sleeping? I'm on my way home. I hope you and Melanie had a fun, spooky night. I love you, baby. I'll see you soon.
You okay, honey? You sound sick.
You're all asked about something.
The red lipstick, Emma. You look just like your mom. I want more. Remember what Mommy used to say? Just take it deep. Think of a good memory. Can you think of a good memory? Everything, Emma?
That's a kiss.
You worried about Emma? She's hiding something from you, Danny.
Everything you did. Everything you're going to do. And when I find you, I'll make sure your last breath will be with me.
God. It's hard to talk about. I'm so sorry. Mommy, I'm so sorry. Mommy. It's okay. I'm not mad, okay? Mommy's not mad. Sleep in my arms, my sweet little baby. You're with me, my sweet little baby. I will never say goodbye. I will never say goodbye. I will protect you till the day I die.
So yeah, that one of the trailers
Yeah.
for Wherein Lies Continue. Now this is an episodal show,
Yes,
correct?
it's 8 episodes, and I just so you know, the cast has completely, of course. I'm still sticking around. There's a few actors that are returning, but I'm changing the script up. It's so much better. Yeah, and it's 8 episodes altogether. We're currently working on episode 1. It's going to be so much better. We got Mike Yance as our DP. I still can't believe it. He's incredible. He was so much fun to work with, and the trailer looks incredible. It should hopefully be ready next week for you guys to see, and the proof of concept scene as well.
Nice. Okay, we have a couple people. It says that Robert Doo, the other Frog brother, is in the house. Hello, everyone from the bunkers of Virginia. Hi. Cindy says yes. Her show, because I forgot, sorry, because she's new. So, her show's on Monday at 9. It's called Becoming University Aligned. You could check that out. I'm sure she would appreciate it. And then That's Crazy. Y'all talking about this, wow. And awesome thought. Stop by and stay high. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Bob. All right. So she gives really, for me, like Dexter vibe, kind of what you were going, like that female,
When
dichotomy serial killer.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have said that. I thought of this story like before I even knew Dexter existed. I was like 15 years old. I actually thought of it when a teacher, and not to get too, this is a very traumatic event, just so people know. I was in high school, and it was on Thanksgiving. One of the teachers at our school, she was very beautiful. She was only like 27, 28 years old. She got brutally murdered by her husband on Thanksgiving. Yeah, and it was brutally murdered. I mean, he's a monster. He is a sick person. And I just remember thinking, God, I wish I would have known so I could have done something to save her. And then just little by little, I was thinking, oh, psychic serial killer, that would be interesting. And that's all I really had was like wouldn't it be cool if there was psychic serial killer? I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, and when I was like, I don't know, my mid-20s, I think, I started writing it. I was just like, let's just see where it goes. And I originally had the idea that Emma was married to the detective investigating her crimes, but I just couldn't think of, like, why is she having all these psychic visions? Where did it come from? Blah, blah, blah. So I kind of gave up on it. It was pretty cool, but I kind of gave up on it. But then I met Holly Anspaugh in my acting class. We did Proof together, a scene from Proof, and I thought, oh man, she would be really cool to be in Wherein Lies Continue. So I was thinking, well, maybe instead of having a husband, I'll have my sister. But then I had to think, why are we living together? And that's what I love about writing. It's like, okay, so I brought this new character in now, why are they living together as adults? What's going on?
Right.
So I had to think. Yeah, so I think about all that, but again, I don't want to give too much away from the first episode, but that's how it all came about, was that awful murder when I was living in Tennessee at the time.
Yeah, that sounds like it was traumatic, and you used that trauma to kind of process it through writing, which a lot of writers do that. And you're using real life in a creative way, which, helps you process something like that also. Now, it's supposed to be 8 episodes, and it's kind of, does it jump in kind of like a slow burn to kind of get what's going on and why she is the way she is, or how, can you give us that much of a teaser?
Yeah, it's slow. It's a slow build. You're starting to figure out who she is. So it's the first scene. It starts off with her in jail, talking to her sister Melanie. So they're older, obviously. They're in their mid-30s. They start when they're 16, 17. So yeah, it's definitely a slow build up. Again, I don't want to give too much away when the killings begin and all of that, but yeah, it is a slow build-up. I really like kind of exploring the background and exploring who these characters are. I love exploring relationships with characters. That's always kind of the first thing that I work on. Who are these people? Who are these sisters? How do they get along? How do they get along with their mother? Emma, she absolutely loves her mother, adores her mother. Her mom is her only friend. But Melanie cannot stand her mother. Can't stand the sight of her. Doesn't want anything to do with her. And I thought that would be really interesting. And then things change. And again, I don't want to say why, but I really explore that family dynamic and how things can change so suddenly with relationships, which is I always found very interesting.
Yeah, that's what always makes a good character, is if it's a flawed character. At least that's what I find. I like characters that are perfect, because that's not real to me. I like little broken pieces that makes a character unique, I guess.
Exactly.
And you're doing it yoga, correct, on this project?
Yeah, I'm doing an Indiegogo, and that's going to start January 10th. I said January 10th. But right now, 10th January. But right now, yes, mark it on your calendars right now. January 10th. But right now, I'm doing special Christmas perks. I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. They're discounted price on perks. I need to post the one for today. I've been kind of lazy. But they're Heidi Mikac Films, 12 Days of Christmas. Check it out on my Facebook. It doesn't matter. You can go back and see what deals I have. You can still buy. I had a special thank you credit for only $5. You could name a character. I think I did it for $20. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember. But I have it all discounted.
Well, and I know you did one with the art. You could get your art in the film or your book.
I think I made that $30. I don't remember. I normally make it $100, but that's so cool. I've already I got 2 people's art in the film in the proof of concept scene. And let me tell you, if you have your art in the film, it's gonna be in every single episode. So it's worth it to see your art in the film. I think that's really cool. So check that out. And it could be anything. It doesn't just have to be like, huh?
Now, whenever you release the episodes, release them like one at a time, where they see those, or is it going to be something that they have to pay for?
I'm really hoping to get it like on Tubi or something. I know people give Tubi shit, but I would lose my shit if I saw one of my films on Tubi. I would be like, whoa, that's cool. But that's the goal. I normally have it on YouTube, but I would love to have it on something like Tubi or whatever. But I'm still kind of figuring all that stuff out. But yeah, but for now, like the trailer and stuff, you can see it on my YouTube page once it's all done. Which, by the way, is Heidi Mikac Films.
Yeah, Heidi Mikac Films. And just so you know, like, I put the link in for the Indiegogo, so that way you can go directly to it. And I know that you've done a lot of independent passion project films. One is that I think you're currently working on called Bell Ringer, and you said that was a very project.
It is. It's very personal. And by the way, the Indiegogo, that's probably a really old Indiegogo. Because I don't have the Indiegogo up yet. But I'll share that with you.
Okay. So upping Indiegogo.
Yeah, up and coming. Yeah, January 10th. But yeah, the Bell Ringer is a very personal project. I dated this guy in high school. His name was Corey, and we were kind of on and off dating. Like I was, it was high school. But he was very, very special to me. I always say he was the only boy who ever loved me. And on December 15th, 2011, he got hit by a train and was killed instantly. And like just saying that right now to you, it still like doesn't feel real. It's still so weird to say. I'll never forget when I saw the Facebook post about it and the news article, and like still to this day, like I think about that and I'm like, that couldn't happen. Crazy. And I've always just wished to God that I could just have one last conversation with him, which I think anybody who's gone through a loss like that wishes they could have just one more conversation with their loved one, the friend. So I wanted to write the Bell Ringer to just, help me cope with all that and to give Corey a voice and let people know that he was on this earth. He was on this earth for 21 years and then he left very, very suddenly. And I just want people to know who he was and, how much he meant to me. And I'm really, really grateful for the people that want to help me out with it. So I know I'm doing Wherein Lies Continue and I need to raise a lot of money for it. But, no matter what, if I have to, spend my own money on the Bell Ringer, I have to get this done because just real quick, one of the reasons why I know I have to get this done is because I really truly believe that Corey was speaking to me about a week or two ago. I can't remember exactly when. I was at one of my schools. I work at 2 elementary schools. I was at one of them and I was talking to the gym teacher, and he's really into my films, and he was just like, hey, so what are you working on now? Anything new? And I wasn't going to tell him, but I was just like, yeah, well, I'm working on a film called The Bell Ringer. And he was like, oh, what's that? Like, he was like interested right away. And I told him about it. And like the look on his face, he was just like, wow, he was just, like, his eyes were just like wide open. And then the most amazing thing happened right after I told him about this story about the Bell Ringer, and his eyes went, we heard bells ringing. It was the most surreal moment of my life. And he was like, are those bells ringing? There's a teacher walking by. And she was like, yeah. And these little girls come out of an office and they're ringing a bell, and this girl is looking straight at me, ringing this bell. And the most amazing part too is they came out of the assistant principal's office, and guess what his last name is? Bell.
Bell?
His name is Mr. Bell. It was the most
Wow.
amazing moment of my life, and that's when I was just like, I gotta do this movie. I gotta figure it out. I gotta get this done. It's gonna be so good. I actually did a workshop on it not too long ago, and twice people were in tears. I was in tears. Everyone was in tears. So I'm really looking forward to telling the story and letting people know that, you know, Corey was here and he was a very, very important boy in my life. I miss him very dearly.
No, that's so sweet. Like it's breaking, but it's sweet at the same. Like
Yeah.
and it's tragic. And you've made a lot of shorter films, like the short films. There's a lot in it. Like my ADHD, I can't focus. Is there any other films that you would like to talk about, like up and coming that you're working on, workshopping, anything like that?
Oh my goodness, there's a lot. How long we got?
We have an hour.
No, a fun.
The floor is yours, ma'am.
Okay. I'll try to be quick. One that I'm working on that's really fun, because, you know, I do so many depressing things. I was like, I gotta do a comedy. And this is actually, again, this is something I wrote in college. It's called Christmas in a Taxi. It's so funny. I'm actually from Iceland. I was born in Iceland. My mom's Icelandic. My dad's from Buffalo, New York, which gives me a very strange accent, I'm sure. But the Icelandic traditions, like the Christmas traditions, they're so fun and funny. Like I feel like when I lived in Iceland, I remember around Christmas time, I always felt like I was in Whoville. Like everyone was so into it. Everybody, I mean, I know like saying, oh, of course everybody loves Christmas, but Icelanders, they love Christmas. It's so much fun. So I really wanted to like show that the Icelandic traditions and how like funny they are. One of the main characters is Thorhalla, which I'm gonna be playing. She's this Icelandic woman that's super excited to go back to Iceland. It takes place in Chicago. She lives in Chicago. And then there's two other guys. There's the taxi driver who absolutely hates Christmas, wants nothing to do with Christmas. We don't know why. And then there's the other guy who's kind of like one of those people like, oh, Christmas is so commercialized. You know, like always complaining, just always like, Jesus wasn't even born on Christmas. It's like, okay, dude, chill. Like, we know, stop.
Everybody that knows me is like, yeah, thank you, Chris. That sounds like you. I'm like, do not play Christmas carols till after Thanksgiving. Stop it. You're ruining Halloween. You are encroaching on the holy aspect, which is Halloween. Stop. And if I hear Mariah Carey.
Oh, if I have to hear that song one more time, we're gonna scream. Like as soon as I hear that, I'm like, stop, take it off. And like I can't take it anymore. So yeah, it really shows like three perspectives on how people feel about Christmas, and it's really funny. And it was really fun to do a comedy with my workshop. So last time I had them in tears because it was sad. This time I had them in tears because it was so funny. So I don't know when I'll do that. That'll probably be next Christmas unless I get the funding for it. But no, I'll probably do that next Christmas. But I'm really excited about that. And then I know I'm going all over the place because I got ADHD too, so like I'm like writing up a story. I'm always writing. I'm probably driving people nuts.
They're used to it. They deal with me with the ADHD.
There you go.
It's like squirrel.
Exactly. I'm just like, oh, look at this. It's Rudolph. But anyway, also, I really wanted to write a slasher film because I got fired from my first slasher film. I got kicked out of my own project, but you know, that's nothing new. But I was like, I really want to write a slasher because everybody likes slashers, and I'm just like, gosh darn it, I want to be a part of the slasher club too. So I decided to write a slasher film. It's called Hallways of the Unforgiven. And I really wanted to do it next summer, but like I'm like, okay, Heidi, you need to slow down. You ain't got the money for this. But it's gonna be great. Maybe when I'm like 40
all
years
the creatives.
old. Yeah. Just like, I just want to do it. I just need the money. Just give me like $1 million. I can get this all done. But yeah, always make a commitment. I'll get it done
until $1 million, because she's always got more. That's the one thing.
I know, that's
every
so
time I'm
true.
like, what is this?
I need like $100 million. Gosh, trying to get this stuff done. It's gonna be so good. Just give me a chance, please. I'm really good at what I do. Oh God,
and I can speak. I can like when with Heidi, because I did do I'll Not Be Named. It probably won't see the light of day. I play a psychotic delusion in it, believe it or not. Heidi's a lot of fun, and she's so welcoming. And in the project specifically, she even opened up her home to all of us, strangers from all over the playroom. It was bad. It was a chair that was broken, and but I can say, like, she's a lot of fun. She's very welcoming. Like, if you ever get the chance to work on a Heidi Mikac film, it doesn't matter if you're helping with the workshops or behind the scenes, making kitchens. I like to do graphic stuff. It's kind of my go-to. And plus, I do this little thing called a podcast, or the ADHD side quests most of the time. If you ever get the opportunity to meet Heidi and really hang out with her, it's worth it. And projects, her heart is complete in her projects. And I can't speak any higher than that, because I'm very picky on who I shit with, especially since things have happened in my life. But you learn a lot. Like, I've never done films, and like, it has been a roller coaster, because it's like it seems like there's a certain degree of, like, not to get too specific, but it's a male dominated industry. It really is. And it's cutthroat, and it's like, you're doing something that you love. You're doing it to bring joy in other people's life, and I think people forget that. Egos get involved, and just get hurt, and it's just sad.
Yeah, and I know we weren't gonna I'm not gonna get specific on stuff, but I have been through hell and back, which I'm sure every indie filmmaker has gone through hell and back. I've had scripts stolen from me. I've had sequels made illegally. Recently, just saw a trailer for a movie that I did, and they made a sequel to it, and they didn't tell me. I begged the person not to do it, but the person did it. Even though I copyrighted it and everything, person still did it. And so I'm just like, gosh darn it, I'm going to do what I always do when I'm feeling really upset about things. I'm going to write a story.
Right.
So I'm writing a story called The Script Thief, because I feel like this is not talked about enough. I mean, I know there's like something like Big Fat Liar. It's kind of like that. I love that movie with Amanda Bynes. It's a great movie. And then there's one about the Big Eyes paintings. I can't remember. Is it called Big Eyes? I think it's called Big Eyes. I really want to see it. My friend Sandy Slavin, who is an amazing writer and director, I love her so much. She recommended that movie to me. I want to see it. But yeah, it's going to be a very it's kind of going to be a dark comedy. I've really appreciated all the love and support that I've gotten. And again, there's nothing but love here. That's my little saying here. There is nothing but love here. I am not trying to, ruin anybody. I'm not, anything like that. But this needs to stop. This really needs to stop. Stealing scripts, making sequels, behind people's backs, using their characters. I mean, the person literally, he said that this is not my story. And I can't tell you how much that broke my heart, because, I spent a lot of time writing this thing, getting it perfect. And to have someone say this isn't your story. I can't even tell you how much that broke my heart. And then somebody else who did not write the story, this is another one, wink, did not write the story, and then called me a co-writer. Called me the co-writer of the story that I completely wrote, copyrighted. I was just like, what nerve? Honestly, that's almost worse than saying that I didn't write it at all. It's calling me the co-writer. So again, to the people that have screwed me over, nothing but love for you all. I really pray that you understand the errors of your ways and understand, how much you hurt me. But, all I can do is just do what I always do and write, keep copywriting, get those NDAs signed. And even that, it doesn't always protect you.
And it's heartbreaking that you have to take it that far, because people are just like, I don't know what to just do that, like, for real. Like,
I know.
And like, and with the story that you're writing now, it's, I want to repeat, it's not in a malicious intent, and it's just, life. You experience it, you write it, and that's what good writers do. So yeah, that was not fun, and it was sad because it was like the first time I ever did it, and I learned so much. Like, that was the thing that was heartbreaking for me. I learned so much from that little concept film. How to relax and be, and like lay into a character and just go with it.
Yeah.
But it'll probably never be. I've got some stills.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
that's probably all it'll be. Yeah, I was told on that film that everyone liked my monoph and how crazy I sounded, and it made me so sad because I'm like, that's my real laugh. What do you mean?
That's amazing.
Like a creepy villain somewhere on the line.
Yeah, it's just
in my
blood,
DNA,
man. Yeah.
I'm just that crazy.
No,
I play a good psycho, evidently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I wrote, another reason why I wrote Wherein Lies Continue, because I've always, I'm sorry, I'm burping. I've always wanted to play a serial killer, and now is my chance. Finally, I can play a serial killer. So, yeah, so it's amazing.
And it's rare that anybody showcases female serial killer, because serial killers are very rare. They're usually not as violent as male serial killers are. So it's like, and the fact, like, you are kind of seeing like a female, methodical, passionate killer, because women, let me tell you, man, we are internally the most vicious creatures on the planet.
Yep.
Some of the things that go through our minds, but it's there. And the fact, like, that you're showcasing that women are just as capable, and some of it look innocent and sweet, doesn't mean we're pure and I love that, because you look at Heidi, she's like the sweetest little thing on the planet. Gets into that role and she's like,
Oh, I got the sinister smile down.
Right. Most definitely. Or just, you play a very good female villain. You really do.
I really appreciate that. Well, I mean, again, like, when I was like auditioning for plays and stuff, like, I'd always get cast as like the little kid, like a little 12-year-old boy or something like that. I never get cast as like the evil villain. I was just like, I was always the innocence is what they call. I was always the innocent one. I was just like, I want to, and That's what's interesting about Emma, though, too, is because she is very innocent in a way. You know, she loves like her sweet treats, she calls them. She loves her ice cream and her cake and stuff like that. And she loves, you know, she still calls her mom mommy. You know, even in her 30s, she's still calling her mommy. She's very sensitive, but she's got this gift. She's got this gift where she can see, you know, murders before they happen, and you know she's got to kind of think, and it really it tortures her soul. It really does, because it's like she's got to make this awful decision to either do it and you know feel awful that you know she just brutally murdered somebody, or not do it, ignore it, and
Watch
some
it unfold
innocent
to somebody
person's gonna
else.
get killed. Yeah, so she is a very interesting character. I really enjoyed exploring her character and writing it. It's just Wherein Lies Continue has just been a blast to write. I can't wait to show it to you guys.
Right. I can't wait to see it because it's such, like I said, it's very rare that you see that type. I mean, films have done it well. Like I think it's called Orphan did it very well. That little sinister but very childlike at the same time dichotomy. And I got kind
Yeah,
of the same vibe too from, what you were talking about with that script.
yeah.
It's that innocent and childlike in some ways, but deep down, like she enjoys what she's doing to an
Hmm.
extent. Like, and that's the troubling part is, she's killing people, so she has guilt of taking a life, but in the same boat, it feels so good to take out
Yeah,
somebody bad, and
exactly.
that's just awesome.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Jackalope
like
gone.
who
They
dat?
said good evening
Ooh.
as well. Thank
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, man.
But yeah, saw some of the other cons that the images and different things because
Mhm.
um, I've kind of got a back seat, not back seat, uh, back pass, if you may, on
Mhm.
some of the development going on there, and
Yeah.
some of the images come very, very nice images.
Oh yeah.
Just the complexity that even that image shows is pretty wild.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Mike
you
Yonce does
have,
not mess
you know,
around.
yeah, I wanted to, I couldn't, I'm bad with names. So I know like when something, when I look at it, but I forget names really bad. And I knew somebody had helped you with that, but I didn't want to, the wrong name. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's some awesome, like, there's a lot of things in the back that you don't know that's going, especially with the 12 weeks of Heidi Mikac film discounts with the Indiegogo, which there's be some amazing discounts on that. And like some of those perks and other films, you're gonna pay 3 times what Heidi's, allowing you to be involved with that film with.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean,
she's so
even once I start
passionate
the
about it.
Oh yeah, and even once I start the Indiegogo, I do not charge how much most people. I mean, some people are charging like $5,000 for stuff, like $5,000 to like get a line or two in a film. I don't charge that much. I know a lot of people give that a lot of grief, but it's like at the same time, it's like y'all gotta understand we gotta raise money for this thing. It's a lot of money, but
Right.
I do not charge a lot for stuff. I'm very fair. At least I think I am. But
Right.
yeah, but especially with these discounts, man, you do not want to miss out, because this is your chance to,
No, definitely.
really get stuff cheap, cheap, cheap.
And it's cheap and it's a worthwhile project. I mean, because you're not talking about just a short film. You're not talking about, just one film. You're talking about literally 8 episodes that you are
Yeah.
helping you make into action and actually like get out there in the public. So, it's to me it's a big deal even if you're like doing a film
Yep.
because film, you're one sitting and you're done. Whereas you get credit for each episode, and it's more bang for your buck.
Yep. And if you get those, I even got producer perks. I discounted the producers. You can get your name on the poster. You get your name on the poster. You get your name, at the closing credits. Well, even opening credits. Like you can always like come on set whenever you want. Like producers get all kinds of fun perks. So, please check out my discounted producer perks. They're really, really good. They really are. I would not lead you astray.
And all the money, like, and she does it. I know this, Heidi doesn't take any of that money for herself. All the money that she gets from Indiegogos and fundraising goes right back into the film, whether it be food for the production, whether it be, helping somebody with costume, filming, the trailers, the all the things that film, what it becomes. Like, she didn't take any of that money for herself. It all goes back into the productions, paying, people to do things to make a worthwhile production. So there are some people that are in it for like green, but that's why I like supporting these projects as much as I do, because I know that it's in it. Like, it's not just a film to make money. It's passion projects that she does get to work on. These are very passionate about projects, and we all work one big team and do our little pieces as we go along. But but yeah, they're really great projects. But on the 10th of January is the first 12 days of Christmas discount perks for where, and like I said, she's got projects lined up. Once you get involved in one project, it's easy to get involved in another also. So, because when you get involved with the indie, like, and you get to know people, kind of run in the same circles, and you get to know the same people. So it's always good. Like, that's the one thing that I like about indie, is because you can get in with a whole lot of experience, and you can learn if you're willing to learn. Because there's always somebody that's like, oh, did I, was that okay? Could I have done that differently? And everyone like very they communicate very well on what they need, how you can improve, as long as you don't have like the thinnest skin on the earth, and you can take constructive criticism, but it's all done in kindness. It's not rude. Seeing anybody get like really rudy on one of Heidi's films so far that I've been involved in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nothing but love here. We always have a great time. We always have so much fun. And, one thing is too, like, don't ever say like, I'm sorry. Like, don't say you're sorry. That you like, I mean, I mess up all the time. I mess up my lines. I mess up how I want to say things. Like, it's totally fine. I mean, it's a learning experience for us all. And back to like the money thing too. I mean, honestly, the only reason I'll ask for like $100, and honestly, that's it. Not even like a day rate, just $100, just to put towards my next film. Because with indie projects like my girl Sandy, I just want to see the project get made. I'm not gonna let money stand in the way of getting a project made. And I understand some people, they need to get paid, but like there's some people like they're so hyper focused on the money. I don't trust those people. I really don't. I don't really want to work with people that like, keep on like trying to like get more and more money out of me. It's like, that's what I mean. Like, obviously I understand people want to get paid. I'm not saying like, do all this for free, but like, it's the people that like keep asking for more and more and more. And then I'm just like, okay, you're in this for the money. You're not in this to get the project done, So yeah, that's the money is, it's definitely important, but with me, making money, that's the last thing. Any money that I make, like you said, it just goes straight to my next project, straight to the next episode of Wherein or whatever. So, so I really appreciate you saying that, because I want everybody to know that I take my donors very seriously. I am very second episode that we got done, Wherein Lies Continue, anybody who paid for a role, I'm welcoming them back. Obviously, they're coming back. Anybody that had their art in the film, it's gonna be in the new and improved one. Also, a big announcement too. I got Beatrice Buckley in it from Nightmare on Elm Street 5. So, it's gonna be kind of cool to be a part of a show that's gonna have a horror icon such as Beatrice Buckley. So, I just want everyone to know that I take every donor that I have very seriously, and I really, really appreciate anybody, whether you donated $5, $10, $20, anything helps. And I really appreciate you putting your trust in Heidi Mikac Films. And now I'm gonna cry.
And also, it's
how was that for a monologue?
And sometimes it's not about the much the time too. I'm not financially able, or I would give her lots of money to make all these films she wants to make, but I volunteer time, and sometimes even if you don't want things you can do on set, to help set and the lighting up, or helping from one scene to another, or setting up the props and things for scenes. There's lots of things that not necessarily monetary, but you help out with a film.
Oh, amen to that. Any help that you guys get. Like my friend Joseph, he comes down, and he was my little assistant. He was amazing. He did everything to help us out, and he didn't ask for a dime. Anything that you guys can do to help me out. I mean, even just making graphics, promoting it, making a live, anything helps. It doesn't always have to be money, like you said. I really appreciate anybody that does any little thing for my projects. It means the world to me.
Most definitely. But so it's now with the films, we're looking at Lies Continues, and then next year we're gonna hopefully on Hallways of the Unforgiven, and then somewhere along that. Yeah, let's hope. We're not gonna pray. We're gonna manifest that it's gonna happen, and then we're also hopefully gonna get in the Bell Ringer in there somewhere. Within this year.
I'm actually starting on the Bell Ringer. Yeah, I'm actually starting on the Bell Ringer February 7th. So that's coming up. So my two big things I'm working on right now.
Coming, but I wasn't sure if you actually had a set, so I didn't want to
No, you're fine. I didn't mention. I don't even think I mentioned it was February. I don't remember. But yeah, Wherein Lies Continue and the Bell Ringer is what I'm focusing on right now. But I'm still writing. I know a lot of people get frustrated with me when I'm writing so much, and I'm like, guys, I can't tell you how my mind works, but it's just I can't stop it. I always have an idea. You can I could be in the middle of a conversation with somebody, and I come up with an idea for a story, and it's you don't understand. I have projects for the next 10 years, probably next 20 years. I need to keep writing, so I got more stuff to work with. But yeah, I love writing. I love it so much. It's so much fun. I've been making fun posters and stuff like that, but I'm the real deal, man. I have so many amazing scripts, and I'm so appreciative of people that have been supporting me. I've had a lot of people that have been, donating $10 here, $20 here, and it means the world to me.
It adds up over time, and you'll be surprised sometimes you can stretch with a $10 donation if you have to. You have to get creative, but you can do a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anything helps. Seriously.
Yeah, and if you have any special talents to making music, art, acting, voice acting, graphic design, if you have a podcast, just getting the word out about, Heidi's films could be amazing. So, make sure you contact her through like her email address on Facebook. She does lives quite regularly with her little but he's cuting. And
I think Mocha's more popular than me.
you'll have to write a Mocha film.
I should. It'd be a hit. She'd probably get funded right away. Seriously. Seriously, like 10 executive producers. Pup-ducers. Sorry, that was bad. I'll just shut up.
You're fun. Puns are welcome here.
I'm so embarrassed. Pup-ducers. I'm done.
Hey, Cujo.
Ah!
Reader's attack.
That's so funny. She's so cute. The little Mocha.
She is cute. She's grumpy, but she cute.
That's true. She's so cute. Girl.
But yeah, definitely if you have any like specialty in the arts or film or anything, contact Heidi. I'm sure she finds your help in some ways if you are unable to donate. And like I said, that Indiegogo goes live January 10th, so keep a lookout. I will definitely be sharing it on those because, like I said, I'm helping her a little bit with like promotional stuff. Wherever she needs me, I kind of try to fill in,
Right.
where I can. But make sure you check that out what'd you say, February 7th?
For the bell ringer. That's when we're starting the bell ringer.
So February 7th, be on the lookout for that fun opportunity to get involved with that film because, that's going to be not only a bell ringer, but it'll be a heart stringer. I guess is the best way to put it.
Oh, yeah. There will be tears. Make sure you grab your tissues. I'm probably I don't know if I'll do an Indiegogo. I'll probably sell a bunch of perks for it. I don't know. We'll see. But it's going to be really good. It's going to be one of the saddest stories that I've ever written, that I've ever put on film. So you guys are going to love it. It's short. I might make it into a feature film someday. I don't know. But for now, the short film is really, really powerful. I'm really excited to tell it.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
So is there anything now that we're coming up to the hour that you want to direct to?
Yeah, well, like you said, please add me on Facebook. Heidi Mikac, Heidimikc. Instagram. I post a lot of stuff on Instagram. I love Instagram. I love the reels. They're so funny. What else? That's really all I go on. Oh, and I do have a Facebook page for Wherein Lies Continue as well. So like that. And of course my
join
YouTube
that
channel.
Group, want to get involved. And the YouTube channel, follow that.
Yeah.
All that usually update on, I noticed on Facebook mostly that I noticed with the updates on the different films in the Wherein Lies Continue Facebook group, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that. Something like that. I'll be sharing it. So make sure to be checking out the Horror History and Hauntings podcast. Or not the podcast, the Horror History and Hauntings Facebook group for updates, because usually I just share it to my personal, share it also to the group page. But that being said, as usual, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. I love you all. And as always, thank you for watching and sweet dreams.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let me just lose this. There we go. I found it.